Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Michelle from Michelle's Empty Nest, and today we are going to look at the last two official prompts on my childhood documented 80s style list, which is favorite games and mall spree. Now, I mentioned in the last video in this series that I ended up dividing mall spree into kind of two different categories. So we'll see one today, and then in the next video, you'll see the other category, as well as a bonus prompt or bonus category that I came up with. So there'll be two more layouts in the next video, and then that will finish up this series. And I'm loving the album more and more every time I put some more pages in here. If you remember back to the beginning, I was just kind of feeling a little iffy, not really sure, which I feel like the style has changed a lot as I've gone on and kind of found some different papers to use with a different digital set. But regardless of what has changed or not changed, I am just loving it more and more, and the memories that it has brought back have just been wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and get you put on fast forward, and we're going to get these two prompts put together. So let's do it.
Okay, today is going to be a super fast day because the work was already basically done on the computer and in Photoshop. So I'm taking my album apart to work on the back of that page from the movies, and I picked this super hot pink and black sunburst type pattern for today. Every time I've gone to pick a background paper from this digital collection, I've looked at this paper and wanted to use it and thought, no, it's just going to be too bright and busy. And I decided today, what the heck, we're near the end of the album and we're talking about games, so I'm going to use it. So I used that, and then the little speech bubble looking thing that I put the title in. It was also pink, so I turned it yellow so that it would stand out, kind of in that neon yellow shade. And then I adhered the game page down, or I'm sorry, I adhered the title page down. And if you remember, I had to cut some off of that movie page in the previous video, so I had to trim some down on this one too. So this page is actually a little shorter than the rest of them, but it's okay. That doesn't bother me at all. So now I am putting down my photo, and I just did a big collage again with so many little things to need to print and cut out and adhere separately that end up taking up so much of the page overall. To me, it was just kind of a waste to cut them all out. So I just left them there. And I think I tell you the names of the games at the end, so I won't go through those. And have to bore you with that twice. So we'll go ahead and talk about prompt number 20, which is the mall. And as I said, I ended up breaking this into two parts. And off camera, I'm actually going to go back and add a -1. So when I put 20 on here in a minute, I'll go off camera and put -1, because in the next video I'm going to have 20-2. And I also do one of those shimmer markers around where it says the mall there on the title. And I just did that in Photoshop. I just made a little banner that covered up a little bit of the picture so that you could read the title easier. And then just put those stores that I remember going to when I was younger, when the malls were the big thing to do, and they've kind of taken a back seat today. And look what I'm doing here. I am totally putting my album together the wrong way and trying to figure out where my other page went. So I had to fix that. But a lot of these stores aren't around anymore, and things just look different when you go shopping. So I decided to have this kind of be its own special little section. So I'm going to get 19 and then 20 put on. As I said, in the close-ups, you'll see 20-1, so that it'll kind of flow into the next day. And that's going to finish us up. So I'll be back here to talk to you in just a second.
Okay, I am going to call these good where they are right now. I love this page being so bright. I love the mix of all the colors. I don't know if I mentioned the games during the voiceover, but Merlin was my absolute favorite. Yahtzee, I still could play every day to this day. And then Operation, Monopoly, Clue, and then Chinese checkers and regular checkers. And this is what mine looked like. They were in a tin together. So I was glad that I could find a picture like that. And then I put playing cards because we used to play like rummy and I don't know, blackjack, whatever, all the time, but rummy for sure. And then perfection and Simon. And, you know, when I was looking at these, I thought, well, no wonder I'm a little anxious. Look at the kind of games that I played. Where you had to beat the timer and, you know, be so careful and precise. So maybe those had a little something to do with my anxiety. Who knows? And then number 20, the mall. As I said, I split this one into two categories. So you're seeing the first one today, which I decided to just do stores that you really, I think Hot Topic is still around, but the others are not around anymore. There's no Glamour Shots. There's no Camelot Music. You know, and then we've got the typical Video Arcade, and then of course the food court, which, you know, all mall food courts at the time kind of had that same vibe. So I just thought that it would be interesting to see some of those. And then in the next video, kind of the second part of this prompt is going to be the things that I would purchase if I went to the mall. And that one ended up being very fun. It's going to be a little interactive piece. And then the bonus one that I'm doing is also interactive with like a flip up. So those both ought to be fun to kind of round us out and finish up what has been a very fun project. So I appreciate you stopping by very much today. It means more to me than you will ever know. If you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up down below. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that and become a part of my little YouTube family. There will be close-ups at the end as well as over on Instagram, where I would love for you to follow me as well. I post lots of things over there that don't make their way to YouTube. And until I see you in the next video, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.